This is Locky coming to you from Melbourne with another e-Spurs Your Shout preview of Watford and Spurs coming up. Now, again, really excited about this game. Spurs trying to keep the gap pretty close on the top four. 1 point behind the Scum at the moment, which is, it's looking good. I think we're looking good at the moment. That was a well fought and highly spirited win against Southampton, and just looking to continue that form. We've got Chelsea coming up. You want to build your confidence before that game. Now, Walter Mazzari's Watford, they haven't won since beating Everton 3-2 back on the 10th of December. They've actually lost 4 of their 6 last matches. They're looking like pretty shaky at the moment. They're currently sitting in 10th, and it should be a game that we go there and we win, But I'm not so confident to say that it'll be just a complete, walk in the park for Spurs. If you remember last season when we went there, we won 2-1. It was a pretty hard fought game. Lamela, he scored first. Then Heung-min Son scored a really late, really amazing flicked winner after Spurs had basically just avoided conceding. Watford were pressing with a bunch of corners, looking to score again. But Loris made a good save. And from that counter, Kieran Trippier crossed in for Son, and he just tucked it in with his heel. It was a great moment that season. You might remember the running into the away fan crowd, and just everyone was super into it. It was one of the moments of the season for sure. Now, speaking of Kieran Trippier putting in that cross, he'll be back. He'll be back in the squad, you'd assume, replacing Kyle Walker, who's suspended, as well as Jan Vertonghen. You'd imagine Alderweireld, he's back in contention. He's recovered from, I think it was a stomach bug or something like that kept him out of the Southampton game. So you'd imagine it'll be a pretty basic back four, with Trippier coming in and Alderweireld coming in. So, basically a full-strength squad for Spurs, apart from Eric Lamela, who's still struggling with a hip injury, and we're unsure when he's coming back at the moment. Now, got a few returning. There'll be a few, familiar faces. Aurelio Gomez, the Watford keeper, Yunus Kabul, the centre-back, and Etienne Capoue, who failed. Oh, that was a big bird. Failed in really making an impression when he was a Spurs player. He's their top scorer this season for Watford, though, with 5 goals. He's looked really great. So he'll be one to watch out for, as well as Troy Deeney, scored his 100th goal for the club the other day, and Igalo, who's another top attacker for them. So Spurs will have their work cut out for them, but I feel the quality of our attacking play should be able to do the job. Now, in the press conference leading up to the game, Pochettino was asked whether he'd be looking to rotate, sort of keeping the squad rested for the upcoming Chelsea game. He said that, he gave that typical sort of nut, the next game is the most important. So he apparently will be going hard against Watford, but you'd imagine there will be a couple of changes to the squad. Whether Son or Sissoko will start, it's hard to say. Otherwise, basically looking until the squad is announced that morning, because Poch has been, it's been changing and being a bit, clever with these press conferences as well. Now, my player to watch for the game will be Danny Rose. He's been in exceptional form lately. He's just really cementing himself as really one of the best left backs in Europe at the moment. His assist for Dele Alli against Southampton was sublime. Just like, wow, that's some skill right there. And his goal against Burnley was just exceptionally well taken. So him marauding down that left flank, that's, it's becoming almost the most important part of our play sometimes. So definitely be looking to watch him with with real anticipation now. Like, he really just keeps on performing. So he'll be my man of the match to watch out for. Otherwise, I'll be pretty confident with the win. I'm gonna go with 3-1 for Spurs. I imagine, our defence, with a couple of changes, it might be just a little bit shaky. So we might concede, it could be a freak from a set piece like we saw against Southampton. But I feel going forward, we should be able to score. Ali, Ericsson, Kane's now back on his feet scoring. Son, we've got it going forward. So it should be a good game. I'm excited. I hope you are too. And come on, you Spurs.